This is Secret Team. I just want to make a very important announcement. I made fun of myself for watching cartoons in the last episode. I don't want that going on my record. I think cartoons are awesome. So, God knows, like, when this is released, it'll be 24 hours, and Christ knows the comments will probably be like, keep making fun of people who watch cartoons!
Now watch, I bet nobody would have
Nobody will.
on it.
Yeah, now
that
nobody
you said
will.
that,
now I said, yeah.
comment
So
on this one.
And there'll be no apology in the next one, so I'll be fucked. See, that's the problem with doing these so far in advance.
It's like pushing the boulder up the hill, it'll just never, always comes rolling down.
Fine. Take the apology back. I was gonna say, I like watching cartoons. I have no problem with people who don't watch cartoons, but I'm fucking sorry for making a joke.
It especially helps if you're paid.
That is a bonus.
That is a
But
nice
you
perk.
can watch cartoons and not get paid. Whatever you want to do in the privacy of your own time seems more savory than other things some people do in their spare time. So
Or private time. But
spare time is private time.
I guess that's true. Not always. Could spend spare time with friends, people.
What are those?
Tell you when you grow up. No, this was a fun episode. What I really like about this one is that, you know, with every episode as a show should do, you feel more of a connection and a community between them. And in a strange way, something about keeping a secret from one of them, especially because of intimidation and stuff like that, even though they trust her and she's the leader and stuff like that, but so you wanted to keep a secret that felt very real for some reason. And it just
pizza secret.
It's a VI pizza secret. And something about that just made them feel a little bit more believable. That it's like, no, she's the leader and we get that and we're totally fine with that stuff, but there's just some things we don't want to get in trouble for. We don't want to push. We don't want
Pearl messing with Rose's things.
Yeah, I'm still standing by, there's some kind of connection there. I don't know what direction they're going to, but like the look in her eyes when she's like, not only what she like, you know, I just wanted to see how it reacted with the bulb, but then when it was
I don't know
like, they got
what that
big and the
connection
wrinkles
is.
under the eyes and
Whether
stuff.
they were just friends or
Something more.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's something definitely there that I feel they're building up.
Steven has 4 mommies.
Well, and even with that though, like I really love. Again, anytime Garnet enters a scene, especially if it's like a silly scene, I just start to crack out because she's just, I think
This
she's so awesome and
presence,
so
it's
cool. And
just
there's
the
just this
shades.
incredible, and like when she comes in after, you know, he wants to get the secret team back together and he's going through his, you know, whatever his, the good old days and stuff, even though it wasn't even a day ago. And just when he calls her into the pizza joint and she just sits down, all right, what is this about? And just slides the card, and she just always has this look
My
like
favorite just pizza. She's just staring at pizza. Like that was
you know, she just has everything like, you know, under control, but she's also like kind of doing, you know, the majority of the work, and she, you know, has the heaviest load to carry and stuff like that. And you just see her there, she's being called in for this stupid secret team thing, and just see her there, like, you know, she, like you said, there's just that presence. She just sits down. All right, what's this about? Like, she's ready for it. She's ready to see what's going on. Then he's ready too, but it's for something that clearly is not that important. But then turns out to kind of be important too. And again, she always has like the right answer for it and everything. So love that. And I thought it was very clever the way they built up that one of the shards could still be missing, the arm. And then you kind of forget about it, and then it comes back, and then it turns out it wasn't missing. That was Garnet doing a trick. And
I just wanted to have the Sam Raimi sounds from Evil Dead 2. Give me back my hand! Give me back my hand!
And I like that was her the whole time, and I especially like, as you said, like, Amethyst and Pearl were not going to stand up and say, no, it was me. They're just like,
Oh
I'm
my
so
god, what a couple
surprised.
of bitches!
Which again shows.
I was like, holy shit, they're totally gonna let him take the fall!
But again, it sort of does ask the question, like, what is going on with that? Because either Garnet really has this controller, this harsh hand on him, but doesn't seem to, because she comes around and
She's
it's
got
like,
tactical ability, but Pearl seems to be the brain half the time.
Well,
Amethyst has brawn of her own. Like, I don't
So
know.
it's
I don't
either-
get where everybody fits in this
it's
scheme,
either
but-
her control over it, or more what I'm thinking, that whatever was in that bubble was such a huge thing. You know, and anything connected to Rose was like such a huge thing. I mean, even Amethyst was like, "Oh no, oh crap! Like this is really bad. And we cannot tell Garnet."
I guess.
Cannot,
It looked like
you
a bunch
know.
of hands to me. But
Yeah. So I mean, but But we don't know. I mean, for them to not even like take the responsibility for that, because they usually do not seem like that sneaky in terms of that kind of stuff, especially letting Steven get in trouble.
I was just sitting there watching it, and I was just like, "You lying, thieving horse! How dare you!" I couldn't believe it.
And the animation too. I mean, just the little details. For some reason, I really felt kind of like the video game presence in this one. Like with the whip, I was really feeling like Castlevania.
Well, the soundtrack was really
the soundtrack
awesome.
was much more video gamey than usual.
And,
Little touches like how do you explain to an animator? No, okay, the hand has Pearl, and then it goes back, it spins her like this, she splits up this way, and grabs her
only
again.
she's facing right side
Yeah,
up.
it's like, how do you even explain that? But they like animate it beautifully, and it's
it
like,
was
so creative.
it was well put together.
And I think there is something funny against Steven just wanting to feel that connection more and more, because they are gone a lot. You know, I mean, they are on
I
their
didn't
quests and
notice
everything, or
till
doing
this
important
episode
stuff.
that the rooms have their own kind of like individual music attached to it, because it was somewhere in Pearls that where I'm just like, she has like this piano thing going where it's like this soft like, and I'm like, yeah, I guess they're all really individualized right down to the music that plays in the room.
Well, and I love seeing the rooms again, too, because we saw that in that one
Yeah.
episode. It's like, ooh, like, this will be fun, and then they kind of disappear, and it's nice having them back again, because I forgot. It's like, yeah, these are, not only are they nice designs, but they have such personality to each room. You know, like, well, especially Pearl's room, I'm like, I can just go to sleep in this room. Like, it's like, I almost wish that was my room, just these giant waterfalls and stuff like that.
If we didn't rip these things up, we could have a whole free pizza.
That was a great final joke, too.
I was kind of thinking that as they were like passing. I'm like, why does get a pizza?
But, yeah, I like that line, too. So the only time you two can work together is when I'm threatening to kill you.
I'm like, that's how most teams work, isn't it?
But again, I think
Seems like there's always that one person that it's just like, no, I can't piss them off.
Yeah.
All right, fine, I'll work together.
But again, there was something surprisingly, like I said, something about keeping it away from them. It's like they become more than just, hey, just this character and this character working off for each other, and I'm only the individual. It's kind of nice when they have to come together on a goal. We always call it the Alliance of Convenience.
The Alliance of Convenience
I always love
is
that.
one of my favorite. We were talking about how a couple episodes ago the faking an injury plot trope or whatever is one of my least favorite. The Alliance of Convenience is actually one of my favorite tropes. I just love people
I
who
love it too.
normally would never get together to accomplish a goal are forced out of just pure convenience or some other power to come together to accomplish something. And then normally right after they've accomplished that, it completely falls apart.
And you had to do it sparingly, though, because, like, on... did you ever watch Parks and Recreations?
No.
You should. It's a good show. But the one thing that it's like the one criticism I have of the show is that there's only, like, all these characters are so well defined. I mean, it's like a cast of Simpsons characters. I mean, they're just so great, and you're always looking forward to seeing them work off each other. But there's, in the later seasons especially, they like in every episode, you can count how many times they go, I don't usually do this, but insert sentimental moment. And that's when the Alliance of Convenience was
The
going
Office
way too much.
did that a lot,
No,
too.
The Office was really... I don't like The Office. I'm just putting it out there. I don't like The Office. Parks and Rec is so much better.
I'm indifferent to The Office, so...
Yeah. And it's not like if you like it, it's like, what's wrong with you? No, I get it. I get the attraction. I just never liked it. But yeah, but that is like the one thing at show. It made me realize, like, because I love that trope too, the Alliance of Convenience, but it can be done too much too. It has to be done sparingly. Like in X-Men 2, I love it when Magneto and Mystique have to work with Wolverine and Jean and stuff like that. I love that. And I love it. It's like they have to, how well are they going to work together? How well are they going to gel off each other? How well are they not going to work together? That kind of stuff is always great. And even if it's just something as small as a team that's supposed to work together anyway, Pearl and Amethyst, it's still great to see, and it's great to see them work off of each other.
Yeah, one of our favorite movies, The Great Race. Yeah, that happens right smack dab in the middle of the movie when they're forced to survive by huddling up together. Basically, the villain and the hero together.
A lot of Miyazaki films have
Yeah.
the Alliance of Convenience. So,
Yeah.
just that. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's like the name. It should be the name, because whatever name
That's
is
what
out
I
there.
call it.
Yeah, no, whatever name is out there, that's just such a much better name. So that's always what we called it. I always thought it was a good name. But anywho, I thought it was a fun episode. I thought it was, okay, you learn... may not learn, but you feel like just more's going on. Like I said, especially with Rose and
I feel like
Pearl.
lately we've been more plot heavy, but maybe that's just me. I felt like
You
I've
think
gotten.
so?
I don't. Well, I feel like I've gotten more out of the episodes at least. That if it's a filler episode, I feel like I got more out
That's
of it.
true.
Than
Okay,
some of the
yeah,
other
that I
ones.
can see. Where if it's a filler episode, it's like they're putting enough stuff that's like, oh, that's interesting. Like
Yeah,
I learned
maybe
that.
plot heavy isn't what I should say, but I feel like I'm taking more out of it.
Yeah.
Even if it's not like, oh, here's some linear story.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm feeling that too.
Feeling it?
I'm feeling
Feeling it?
Feeling it.
Feeling it?
Yeah, love it. Love it.
Let's go watch some more.
Let's do it.
Because we're grown men who like to watch cartoons.
With Steven!
And Garnet and Pearl.
And Steven!
We said it twice. I got nothing.
And Steven!
Okay, shut up now.